we're gonna go ahead. Oh, thank you. We may want to record it, y'all. I'll be all over. Got it. Okay. Perfect. Houston, Texas. Okay, nice. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Guys, my name is Tracy Jackson. For those of you that don't know me, I have, well, I'm online. You might see me as promoting things about being a nurse. I'm also in the tax field, or at least I was. Now I have other businesses that I run. I also am into trading. I've been trading for some years now. I'm really passionate about that, really passionate about holistic health. And I'm also passionate about finances, right? So one of the things that I've been focusing on really honing in on actually in the past 2 years or so was the fact that I had a goal that I wanted to retire. And let me just stop and make sure you guys can hear me, right? I just want to make sure because.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, so I had a goal that I wanted to retire from nursing at the age of 35, and I'm 38 now. Am I 38? I almost forgot my age. So I'm like, I'm a little late, and I had to look at my money and make sure that my plan was on track, and it wasn't. So I wanted to focus more on passive. So I'm always building businesses that include me doing all the work, and just really getting overwhelmed because I'm working as a nurse full time and also have a business, and just really wanted to start setting up things that were passive. So for the past 2 years, I've been doing that, just looking at different platforms, different vehicles, different assets I can put my money into that, because I'm working hard as nurses, we can make great money, and we're always going after the bag and getting extra shifts and extra, PRN jobs and assignments. But where are you putting your money where it's going to bring you back more? Because if you don't, I'm not going to reach that goal by 40. I'll still be clocking in. So when this was presented to me, and I don't know if Pam is on here, but shout out to Pam who actually shared this with me. And I was focused on just trading and doing my own thing with my medical billing business. And she said, hey, I don't know if you've seen this, because she was in a group with Cedric, who introduced it to her. And I wasn't in that group, so I hadn't seen it yet. And it had just more recently come to the United States, and it hadn't come across, my feed or my chat. I hadn't seen Boomi in a while, which is, she was in the business, and I had been connected with her in another business. And so I didn't see IX Global. I hadn't seen it yet. And so I did take a look, but honestly, you guys, once I just watched one video, I just watched the one video, and at the end, it made so much sense to me. I remember it was late at night, and I didn't want to text her so early, but I was like, wait a minute, we got to do this. I didn't need to see any more, because I knew that it fell in line with what I was building up to, which was anything that was passive that I didn't have to share, because at the time I was like, I don't want to refer anybody. I'm not building. Now, I don't have a problem with that. You guys know I love to help people, and I have built, businesses in the past where, you have to share and recruit and build. But the fact that what they're doing here with IX Global and the Debtbox focuses on helping people to acquire assets that will give them rewards and pay them every day. That's all I needed to see. I wanted to add this to my portfolio, somewhere I can put that hard-earned nursing, money, any funds that I had that I can just put in there, and it can bring me back more money, because that's how I'm going to get to my goal. So really the rest is history. I just, got in where I fit in, and I'm just building my portfolio, and just really super excited with everything that I am seeing moving forward. After I got started, I didn't really realize how powerful and how much bigger this was than what I saw when I first got started, right? So initially it was just buying licenses, buying nodes, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep quiet. I'm not going to tell anybody, because I don't have to refer, and I'm just going to make this money. But when you start seeing what it's doing for yourself, you almost can't help but look at your family members and your friends who are also going through inflation, job loss, issues with banks, 401ks declining. I could not share it. Okay. It's like you almost can't help it, because I see my account going up in rewards every day, and I know family members' rent is going up, and they're struggling. So just keep your eyes open. I'm going to let you guys know what this isn't. This is not a situation where you have to recruit or you have to tell people. Like I just said, you can literally just participate in the projects and earn every day. That was the first thing that caught me. This also isn't something that you have seen before, because a lot of people that are introduced to crypto, they maybe have a bad taste in their mouth, or they've seen these little companies that come and go. You just throw your money on there and the company disappears. This is not what this is. So just keep your mind open, and you know, make sure you write your questions down. We'll answer them at the end. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring on someone who really, I don't even know how to describe her. It's just so many things you can say. She is just a ball of energy, like a ball of light. She is an amazing, amazing, amazing leader who just relentlessly helps people, consistently helps people with a mind and a heart that she just wants everyone to have what she desires, right? Which is wealth, which is, you know, freedom, which is peace, which is happiness. And so she just nonstop helps people to really reach their goals. She's here in the Maryland area with me, and so I'm glad that she's close. I'm glad that we got connected. When I saw her at the end of that video, I hadn't seen her in a while, and I told Pam, who shared with me, that I want to work with Boomi because I hadn't seen her in a while. I knew her work ethic, and so you know, she's a grandmother, she's a mother, of course, she's a businesswoman, she's a big advocate of women in crypto, and really just helping so many people, not just women, but seniors, younger. She really has a passion for the younger people getting involved as well. So I'm gonna bring her on, but I'm super excited because this woman here is the first woman in the United States to reach the rank of global influencer, and that's just a huge accomplishment. So she's really blazing the way. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on Mrs. Boomi Moore. Thank you so much for sharing this information.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for getting things started. Girl, you just put a smile on my face because, ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege to work with Tracy as well. And she shared with you just a lot of the different entrepreneurial hats that she wears, and she wears them all so very well. And so it's great when you're in the company of like-minded people. So definitely Tracy and I are like-minded. And as she actually has her launch today, yes, she's been in for several months, but it's funny because Tracy is like, when she decided, I can't just keep this passive, it's just too good, she started sharing it with people, with some really key people who have just like exploded their business as well as hers. And she has assembled really a great team, and she's doing some great things in a short period of time, her and the whole team, which she started out saying, hey, no, I don't want to share it with anybody. So as she said, wherever you are in your mind right now, whether you just want to keep it to yourself and keep it passive, or when we tell you about the sharing part, if you believe that sharing is caring, as we say, just get in where you fit in. But it's a privilege to work with Tracy, and I'm excited to be here with all of you who are listening in today. When Tracy decided that, oh, okay, my team is just like blowing up, I need to launch this thing already. I think she's been in maybe about 3 or maybe 4 months, 4 months now, but all of us are just getting started. I'm new too. I was introduced to this about 8 months ago. That's still brand new. So we are in a special place in time here with IX Global and the Debtbox. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and share with you how this can make a big difference in your life financially. So if we can all get started by using the chat box, because we want us to really, I want it to be interactive. I want us to have some energy in here today. So I want you to type in the chat box, I am a winner. Type that in. I want you to use those words. I believe in the power of I am. And I want you to decree and declare who you are right now. Before we start, I want you to say, I am a winner. You want to put in some emojis, some rocket ships, some fire emojis. You can already go ahead and do that. I see y'all. Javon is a winner. I see you. Madge is a winner. All right. Shaquilla is a winner. All of you, Joe is a winner. Awesome. I love you. I love it. I love it. Okay. So you are winners. I am a winner. And guess what? IX Global is a winning company. And people who are winners tend to keep on winning. This company is going to continue to win. And I believe a company wins when it helps its people to win. And so IX is going to do these three things for us. It's going to innovate our lives, inspire our lives, and impact our lives. So what I'm going to share with you this afternoon, I just wasn't told yesterday. I was told about this 8 months ago, and I've been living it out every day since the middle of July 2022. And so that is why when I talk about it, I can talk about it with passion and conviction, because it's not just something someone told me. It's something absolutely that I have been living out every single day for over 8 months now. And so IX is going to innovate your life, because today I'm going to introduce you to some very innovative software that didn't exist 14 years ago, that you probably have never heard of before today, but this software is going to pay you every single day nonstop. I'm going to share with you some incomes that people are making that are going to absolutely inspire you. If they were making these incomes on an annual basis, you would be excited. But actually, these incomes are on a monthly basis. And then IX is going to impact your life. We talk about the 3 M's. Number 1, write down making money. The CEO, Joe, says that's easy. With our system, we make a whole lot of money. The second M is to manage your money. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, it's not in what we make, it's in what we keep. And it's important to know how to manage what you get. There's a whole lot of money on the table here. We want you to manage it and not just blow it and let it go through your fingers. And then the third M is multiply your money. Tracy was talking to you about passive ways to grow your asset portfolio. We're going to show you how to take whatever amount of soldiers, that's the money that you have right now, send it out, and without you doing anything, let the technology do the work, is going to bring you back even more soldiers, more money. So let's start with this disclaimer, because we don't hype anything. We don't pie in the sky. We don't stretch the truth. We just tell you what it is. And so we start out with this disclaimer. It's very important to understand that crypto products and NFTs are unregulated and can be highly risky. There may be no regulatory recourse for any loss from transactions. Understand, I am not a financial advisor. I don't play one on TV. I'm just a grandma, but I'm a crypto loving grandma who's on fire to help more women, more, she said, seniors, more people all around the world to embrace this space. So do your own due diligence. Being on here this afternoon is a part of you doing this due diligence. Understand that past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but success leaves clues. And I'm about to show you a whole bunch of success. So getting back to my story. July of last year, Cedric Harris, multimillionaire friend, businessman, he came calling. He said, Boomy, I've got something solid in the crypto space. You need to check this out. Can you get on a webinar? So I got on the webinar that night, very similar to the one that you are participating in now. And I heard them talking about something called nodes. Had no clue what a node was. I'd already made several $100s in the cryptocurrency space, just buying and holding quality coins, but I'd never heard of this thing called a node. Well, I had asked one of my good friends, LaRon, to get on this Zoom with me. I was like, okay, hey, LaRon, I know that you're into crypto, you're into opportunities. Cedric called me, there's a Zoom tonight. I want you to listen in. So he listened too. So at the end of it, LaRon was like, Boomy, send me your link, send me your link. I've made $1 million with nodes, but we didn't have nodes backed by real world commodities. Like, my team is going to be all over this. So the first thing I thought is, you made $1 million with something you didn't call me and tell me. But after that, I was like, okay, well, I was going to sign up anyway. He just confirmed that like this was a real deal thing. So I signed up. LaRon signed up, and he immediately called some of his partners. And folks, that same night, hearing about it, they put in over $50,000 in business, over $50,000 worth of business. You know what that's called? Well, for me, it was called a clue. Like, okay, they know something that I don't know about these nodes. They're excited because it's actually crypto that has a real backing, real world commodities. They made $1 million before in something similar. I haven't. Yeah, let me just go ahead and get excited about this thing and start telling people. And that's what I did. Without knowing what a node was, I knew that they were talking about crypto actually backed by something, real world commodities. And in the past, most people knew like crypto really didn't have a backing. So on that foundation of crypto being backed by commodities, I started sharing. So I knew that there were people in Africa who loved crypto, but they were so disappointed because they were getting involved in Ponzi's and schemes and rug pulls and pump and dumps and things where they were losing their money. So I started saying, hey guys, all my friends in Africa, guess what? There's crypto that's actually backed by real world commodities. You got to take a look at this. Then, of course, I called all my friends in the US. Guys, crypto is actually backed by real world commodities. I started talking to people who I knew kept their minds open to opportunities, saying, a champion has arisen. You got to hear about this. Like crypto is now actually backed by something. We have something solid in this crypto space. And so with that, within 3 months, I'd won this trip to Barcelona, Spain. It wasn't even trying, but I won this trip and I got to meet Joe Martinez, the CEO. Well, whenever you are considering partnering with the organization, I think it's important to know, well, who is at the head of this? Who is driving this train? Are they just in it for the money, or do they really have a heart for people? Do they have a long-term perspective, or are they just let's just try to get a quick 2-year run out of this? So when I met Joe, I was like, wow, like this is the real deal. His heart is in the right place. His mind is in the right place, already putting up great numbers of success. This company got started in the spring of 2020. It's a pandemic baby. The first full year did 22 million. That's a clue. That's a lot of success. First full year. Listen to this. They 10x'd it. That makes me think of Grant Cardone, the 10x rule. They 10x'd it. Second year, $206 million. Guys, Joe Martinez is doing something right. And this year, we're going to hit $500 million for year 3. You can see right here all of the other successes that this company has had, including the top income earner in IX being at $1.2 million, guys, and that would be per month. So Joe did something else real special. He has signed that he has assembled together this awesome winning team that you saw on the last slide. I got to meet these people. Tracy got to meet a lot of these people. She flew out to an X-Note summit that we had back in January. And it's so good when you're like, okay, these aren't just people like up in an office somewhere. They're out in the field. They're approachable. You can tell that they have a heart to really care and help people. So we got to meet this executive team. And one of the awesome things that Joe was able to do for IX is to acquire the exclusive right to be the only marketing company that could sell the Debtbox nodes wholesale to the world. Guys, this is a big deal because a lot of companies came knocking at the door of these guys right here. This is the Debt Council. And the Debt Council, they started out as hedge fund guys. So they were dealing with accredited investors, dealing with people who have hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So these are big money people who know big money guys. They went to Africa over 10 years ago and they got into the commodities market very successfully, helping mining companies to run more efficiently. And so they started doing the whole mining thing with commodities. Well, Bitcoin comes along, they get involved in the crypto industry when Bitcoin was less than $1. Don't we wish we'd all been there, done that, and stayed with it back then? And so they had all these parts together, dealing with people who are accredited investors in the commodities market, in the crypto market early on. And these guys are geniuses, guys. They got an idea. They said, remember when the dollar was actually backed by something? And it was stronger. Remember that? Then Nixon had the marvelous idea of taking the dollar off of the gold standard. Let me ask you, when he took the dollar off the gold standard, did the dollar become stronger or weaker? Answer that in the chat, please. When the dollar came off of the gold standard, did the dollar become stronger or weaker? Let me see your answers. Y'all got it right. Dawn says it. Jerry says it. Javon says it. Absolutely. The dollar became weaker. And so these gentlemen had the forward-thinking genius idea. What if we just transformed the crypto space and actually had crypto that was backed by something? If we gave it a real backing, if we became just one of those industry disruptors doing something uncommon in this space, in this industry of crypto, and guys, they did it successfully. They were able to tokenize, take the commodities, and actually back up the crypto with commodities. And now we get to benefit from this industry disruption. Just like Uber disrupted the transportation industry and became the first to do something that had never been done with transportation, these guys are the first to do something that has never been done with crypto. And that is to actually back it up with, you see what it says right here, with real assets. This makes a difference for you, ladies and gentlemen. Read right here where it says where crypto meets commodities. I'm excited. Tracy's excited that we get to partner in these projects, make money from the royalties off of these projects where we would have never been able to do that before. But I want Tracy to come back in, because before Joe Martinez was able to get the exclusive right to sell these nodes wholesale that people used to buy for $50,000, $70,000. Oh yes, they were buying these nodes at that price, the same nodes that we're going to get for pennies on those dollars. What was IX Global doing? Well, I want you to know they were doing something really great, and they're still doing it. Helping people become digital entrepreneurs. You want to become a digital entrepreneur. They were in the financial markets, helping with e-commerce and blockchain and NFTs, and even with trading. We still have that. And Tracy, I want you just to come in and share a little bit, because you were excited when IX announced how it's partnered with the world's premier trading platform, that Driven Trading. Just tell us a little bit about that in case we have any traders in the house.
Hi, yes, thank you, Boomy. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool, yeah. So this was like the icing on the cake for me. I've been trading for a while, kind of on my own. I was in other companies that had universities and platforms that you could learn. And so I'm familiar with that. And so this kind of brought me back to having a passion for sharing the idea of learning trading with other people. And once I dove into what they have, it was very impressive. It was organized. It was structured in a way that you can learn from, like you see here, freshman, senior, all the way to senior level concepts with trading, like the institutions trade. Because there's a lot, if you're someone who even is interested, now again, you guys don't have to use this part, but there's a lot of people, because I know they come to me and they reach out and say, hey, you know, we see you trading, can you teach me? And I used to teach, but I don't anymore. And so this is a platform that I can refer them to that I know has strong education that's really easy to understand. I'm super impressed with Driven. I was telling Travis, I was kind of salty at first because I was getting used to what they had already had in place. And I was like, this is great. And then they brought in Driven and I was like, wait a minute. But when I dove back there, guys, top notch. You are learning from individuals who, well, Corey, I always forget his last name, but the CEO there is Corey Cromwell. I forget his last name, but he's just amazing. He's just amazing what he's already put together, and with the synergy in the company with IX and Driven, now they're going to be able to just do something way bigger. And so it allows you to learn a skill set. I've been just super passionate about this because when you learn to trade, guys, if you're interested and if you want to, you can do it, and you got to treat it kind of like it's a degree, right? But if you if you go in and you actually learn, it doesn't matter if you lose your job. It doesn't matter if robots replace you. It doesn't matter if you're, move from a big home to an apartment, if you live in a small house, a big house, wherever you're at, whatever situation you're in, if you know how to look at charts and you know how to make money on your own, then that is a comforting thing. So to me, a skill set like this is a multi-million-dollar, potentially billion-dollar skill set that you can always pull money out the market, but you have to learn it first. And so with the platform that we have here is the best I've ever seen. And I've seen many. I've actually created one myself. And so if you're interested in learning how to trade, get connected. When you get your membership, we'll show you how to get access so you can start trading like the banks and really, earn enough to pay your rent, pay your mortgage, or pay a couple bills. Even if you don't become a multi-million-dollar trader, just being able to understand how the markets move is priceless. So that's what they have here.
And Tracy, you want to say anything real quick about the automation? Because I was talking to you about that today. Like, I don't want to have to learn how to read charts. And it's just like, well, can you copy and paste?
You can copy and paste. And even what I'm super excited about is the app that they already have. They'll send out signals that you can copy and paste, or you can even just look at the trade idea, and you can hit one button and it will copy it to your trading account that you already have connected. So, I mean, it's just beautifully set up, and that's just what they have now. I'm sure they'll add other tools, other resources. They're have already added a lot of education. I'm working on the futures education to kind of add that to my arsenal, but it's just so much value. It's so much value.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing that. Tracy has inspired me to get into that trading lane. I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to be the expert, but yeah, I can copy and paste some signals. So really excited about that. The main point we want you to get from this is that this company has a huge platform for your wealth creation. You heard Tracy say, from this one skill, you can create millions if you want to do that. And now let's get into how you can potentially create millions passively from your crypto portfolio. All right. Now back to the crypto part. Understand this success formula. Figure out where people are going and get there faster. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the success formula that you want to understand, that you are a part of. Where is the world going that you have gotten to faster? I want you to type this in the chat. Type digital. The world is going digital. Type crypto. The world is going towards crypto. I don't care if there's somebody who tells you crypto's not real, it's not going to last. They're a skeptic, they're a cynic. It doesn't matter what they think. Crypto is here to stay. Blockchain technology is here to stay. It is a technology that is changing the world, that is changing the way finances are done globally. Governments now are they're getting into crypto. They're taking their fiat and figuring out, how can we change this to digital money? Folks, this is real. We have institutions like insurance companies and big investment firms who were once saying, oh, leave crypto alone. Now, all of a sudden, they're having crypto as a part of their portfolio and offering for their clients. So we want you to understand, well, where are you that you can take advantage of this? Well, if you're here with us in the crypto world, understand that only 4% of the world have cryptocurrency wallets. That means 96% of others, 96% of the world hasn't come this way yet. So you're first, you're early in. Beat your chest. You are an early adopter. Like, yeah, that's right. I'm an early adopter. That's a great place for you to be. So you're figuring out where the world is going. The world is going towards crypto. You've gotten there faster, and this. You have something of substance to share with the people. Now that is what makes a big difference for me, because anybody can talk about crypto, but is your crypto backed by commodities? Is it something that's speculation or substance? Is it something of tangibility, real world tangibility, or is it just hype? Here with IX and the Debtbox, you should feel proud. You've got something of substance, something of tangibility, something real and solid. This, ladies and gentlemen, you can feel really good. That is it's a part of your portfolio, and you can feel confident sharing it with others. So back in 2017, my father calls me, and my father, he was living in Panama at the time. He said, Boomy, I've been studying this cryptocurrency thing. I've been studying this Bitcoin thing. Like, our family has got to embrace this and become wealthy. He said, we miss Amazon, we miss Google, we miss Microsoft. He said, we cannot allow this special place and time with the cryptocurrency space to pass us by. So I started doing what my father said. I started learning about crypto. I started buying quality coins. But one thing I didn't do, I never attached my name to a network marketing company and crypto together. Well, why? Well, I felt like, man, there's so many things that are disappearing. So many people are just losing money. They're jumping in things so quick, they're losing money. And I didn't want to attach that to my brand. So the fact that when I looked at this and I said, wait a minute, this is different. This is something I can attach my name to. This is something that I can promote. Ladies and gentlemen, it made such a big difference. It made enough difference when it was, wait a minute, there's a real backing here, something of substance. This isn't one of those rug pull situations where someone can run away with your money, because you have your own wallet here protected by your own 12-word seed phrase. Like, in crypto, we say, not your keys, not your coins. A lot of people don't know, wait a minute, don't give other people authority of your money. Like, you need to hold your money in your own wallet. That is us here. This is not a pump and dump situation where they drive up the value of the coins falsely. Then all the people who bought them early sell, and they come slamming down and leave you holding a worthless token. This is not that. Guys, we've got a whole different model here. And let me tell you how it works. First of all, it's simple. It's all about the software and technology. The software is called a node. This is a proprietary software that allows you to turn your laptop, your computer, your telephone into a portfolio of what we call blockchain miners. Like, you're not buying coins here. The process is called mining or minting it. The nodes actually mine the coins and put them into your wallet every single day. So that is step one. You purchase the node, which gives you a mining license and is automatically activated. Step two is easy as well. Guess what? It's nothing for you to do. Literally, you just do whatever it is that you're doing, and you're going to receive these rewards daily. While you're at work, guess what? Your account is going to be growing. While you are sleeping, guess what's happening? You're receiving more tokens, which are digital assets, into your account each day. While you're at work, while you're vacationing, it doesn't matter. Every single day, 24 hours a day on your app, you'll see this ticker going around and around. You're receiving these digital assets backed by real world commodities every single day. Step three is the fun part. This is where you withdraw your account, withdraw your rewards. You can use your rewards to buy more nodes. You can use it to swap to other tokens. You can send it to your Bank of America, credit union, Wells Fargo, whatever. It's 100% liquid, guys. 100% liquidity in this project. So we're really excited. It's really very simple. 1, 2, 3 is not much that you have to do here once you set up your account. So let me show you what your wallet is going to look like. You are going to know 24 hours a day what is going on with your account. So this is the interface of what it looks like on your computer. And you'll also have an app on your phone, which you can just click one button and you'll be able to see the same information. So this was a really smart person. This person bought 10 nodes in this example, 10 natural gas nodes. So she looks and she says, oh, okay, so last cycle I got 168,000 tokens, natural gas tokens. When you buy the NatG node, it gives you natural gas tokens. When you buy the aluminum node, you're rewarded with aluminum tokens. So you look here and it's, wow, 168,000. Okay, well, how many do I have for today? In this cycle, I've already got another 1,300. And guess what's happening? It keeps growing and growing and growing each minute. It shows you exactly what's the total amount of digital assets that you have. In this example, 674,000 NatG tokens. Now, in this example, NatG is not even a penny yet. I love it. It makes me think of what we all should be doing with our assets. Buy low and you sell higher. So at 0.0005, the balance of this is just $371. But this right here is the number that I want you to focus on, because I want you all to get an understanding of this. So we're talking about growing a potentially 7-figure digital portfolio. You see this number right here? This is the accumulation of your assets. This is the number that you want to be growing every day. This is the number that will be growing every day, because every day you receive these rewards, these tokens. Tokens and coins are used like interchangeably as far as words. They're kind of like synonyms. So you're going to be receiving these digital assets, these tokens every single day, and they have a value. So at this value, it's less than a penny. But do the math. What if it were 10 cents? What if it were $1? What if it went up to $1? That's $674,000. And remember, you can cash in whenever your profit gets to be a place where it puts a smile on your face. So what you are doing, ladies and gentlemen, is accumulating, you're building a diversified digital asset portfolio. So if you look down at the bottom, this person says, okay, man, I wanted the black gold node so I could earn black gold tokens. That's backed by the real world commodity of crude oil. Then they got the natural gas. Where there's oil, there's natural gas just deeper in the ground. They wanted to make sure they got the NatG tokens. Then in Ghana, we've got aluminum mines. Literally so much aluminum, it's going to take over 200 years to pull all of that aluminum out of those hills. Now you can earn from the royalties off of that project, and you can get the aluminum node, and now you'll be receiving the aluminum tokens. XPLR Explorer. How about if you got with this node and now you're attached to the very first crypto company to have its own satellite in space? Because what does this project do? This technology actually scans the earth, and it can pick up the frequency and energy resonations of the commodities, and it knows where to tell the miners where to dig for the gold, where to dig for the oil, where to drill for the silver, the palladium, the iron ore, the water. Guys, this is huge. And now Tracy, or whoever shared this with you, is introducing you to an ecosystem where you can earn rewards daily off of projects that you probably had no clue of how to earn money from before. So I'm going to play this video. This is going to give you more insight to the DET project. DET stands for decentralized, eco-friendly blockchain technology. And now you're going to see the power of you saying yes to this project. Listen to this.
Blockchain is redefining how we operate as a society, from supply chain to payment solutions. But the multi-step, profound essence of the technology also creates conditions that add confusion to the cryptosphere, sometimes feeling like opportunities are reserved for the upper elite. Revolution occurs when the physical and digital converge at a single point, where a whirlwind of ideas demolishes old concepts and builds something new amidst the ruins. Introducing the decentralized, eco-friendly blockchain technology known as the DEPT ecosystem. DEPT is a vertically integrated, all-inclusive and home-based solution to blockchain complexities. All of the projects are unique in that each one is supported by or linked to a specific sector in the commodities market. Moreover, the collision of crypto and precious natural resources have generated a token that binds the entire system together. This is where crypto meets commodities. The DEPT token is the central support and utility token for the DEPT ecosystem. It features a growing list of token projects that will boast swap pairing with the DEP token. Other ecosystem projects are deflationary, with transfer fees to support the network, discouraging frequent trading. Because of this, ecosystem token holders will be encouraged to transfer their project token value to the DEP token before transferring and using it for trading and liquidity. Given its central role on the platform, the DEP token will generate increased demand as more and more projects enter the ecosystem and projects mature. At its core, the DEP ecosystem collectively gathers all sectors in the commodities market. Black Gold, or BGLD, is a revolutionary blockchain project based on the physical production and sale of crude oil. Natural Gas, or NATG, is an innovative blockchain project designed to streamline efficiencies in the world of exploration and is working to enhance the physical production and sale of natural gas. Grow's groundbreaking technology fosters participation in the growing industry of high-yield agricultural products. Digital linked metals, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, use cutting-edge technology to locate and extract rare precious earth metals. Along with our partners, both foreign and domestic, we ensure every metal token is linked with its physical counterpart. With many more projects on the horizon, the main goal of the DEP ecosystem is to present complex commodities markets to you in a way that is easy to both understand and participate in, rewarding you for your support. The DEP ecosystem is where crypto meets commodities. We are committed to projects that empower you, influence history, discover unexplored territory. Shift perceptions with the Debtbox.com.
I love that video, and hopefully you paid close attention. I just want to pull out a couple things to make sure you understand. He said, we've come up with an ecosystem where commodities are typically hard to get involved in and hard for people to understand, but we've made it easy for people to participate in. Why? Well, now it doesn't take a lot of money. Like the accredited investors that they used to deal with, and they had to buy nodes for $70,000, and they saw it as a good deal. This is how powerful this is. People were spending that tens of thousands of dollars, but now the average person, like you, like me, like school teachers, stay-at-home moms, no matter what line of work you are in, no matter what color, creed, or all of us can participate in something this powerful because it's affordable for all of us. I don't know about you, but I think like I would have never known how to benefit from royalties off of oil wells. Like natural gas, that probably was never even a thought before now. Like natural gas is a thing. Everybody around the world is using it. How can I get in on natural gas projects? Now we can. High yielding agriculture like cocoa and soybean and hemp and sunflower seeds, like I would have never had thought about making money from agriculture. And now I am making money because of the royalties off of those types of projects. And you can too. I saw somebody in the chat say, this is very interesting. Yes, absolutely. It is. It's unique. It's innovative. It's interesting. It's rewarding. It is absolutely all of that. So let's get into some more of these projects. Black Gold is our proof of concept project. This project created millionaires. The nodes are sold out, but there's a way as you are earning the other tokens, you can swap for Black Gold if that interests you. I want you to actually take a look at this video. One of the things that makes a difference as you share this with people is the realness of the project. Joe Martinez, the CEO, he takes people out to the actual sites to vet the projects. Like, there's no flim-flamming going on here. You can't fake a drilling rig and wells and oil wells and mines and gold mines. So I want to share with you this quick short video on our Black Gold project.
So this is the largest oil drill that you can buy. These are the same ones that Exxon and the big oil giants are using to drill down. And it runs 24 hours, has 18 people, 12-hour shifts, they're rotating. And I don't know if you can see it yet, but right on the side there, you can see the black gold BGLD, baby. And this is just one of the projects that is backed, or that is a crypto project that's backed by real world commodities. It's just incredible to see.
Yes, as he said, just one of the projects that is actually backed by real world commodities. Let me introduce you to another project. So about 3 or 4 months ago, the company took 30 or 40 of our top people out to Ghana. Why? Because remember, you heard we have both foreign and domestic projects. So, and on the foreign soil, the commodities, most of them come from Ghana. So we've got a lot of projects going on there. And so the guys went out along with the videographers and photography team to vet these projects, to show us what's going on so they could come back to us so we can share this and show people, man, this is real. Here's a chance for you to get in on the commodities market tied to cryptocurrency. And so this is Travis. Travis, actually, we're all on his team. If you're not in, you're going to be a part of this organization. Now, Travis shared this with Cedric Harris, who shared this with me. So they went out to Ghana. You're going to see him walking in the grow fields, the agriculture fields, talking to one of the debt council top people. Understand, when you listen to this, he's going to be sharing about not only how you can benefit from this project, but how this project helps the environment as well as the people on the continent of Africa. And that's what I really love, how these projects help to give back and leave Africa better off. Listen to this.
So we are here in Tamale, and we are out in the farmland, and this is the land that Debt supports with our grow token.
Correct.
So how does Debt directly support these different farmers? How does that tie together?
So right now, this is equivalent to about 25,000 acres of property. They have capped out. They are the only organically certified farms in all of Ghana. So the export for soy and sunflower seeds and some of the other crops, they can start expanding through, but they don't have the property to do so. So Grow will come in and help with infrastructure. Grow will come in and purchase another 10,000 acres of property here and bring in more heavy equipment and build at least 3 more processing facilities for that 10,000 acres. That will allow them to basically put on more workers and increase the revenues coming through. Those more revenues, we get more royalties for it. Those royalties then go to the co-op, and we basically get paid from the co-op.
One of the things that I've been the most fascinated about is, we talk about Debt. Debt stands for decentralized, eco-friendly blockchain technology. And I don't think that we understand the E part of how much they're doing environmentally here in Africa. I mean, you guys are rooted here.
Very much.
And truly making a difference in these communities. I don't think that people realize that by buying a grow license or buying many of our Explorer licenses or any of the projects, they really are supporting Africa and the communities and the people through employment, thousands of jobs.
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
Yes, our goal is for the year of 2023 is it will actually support 10,000 jobs alone here in Ghana. That's going to be not only for the Grow, that's about 3,500 jobs, but for silver and gold, it's about another 3,000 jobs, and the rest of it will basically be going into the aluminum and the oil and gas sector here. But 10,000 jobs total will be goal. I believe we'll exceed that probably by June or July at the current pace. But there's always opportunities to expand here in Africa. It's one of the richest countries still in the world, and there's so much opportunity here, not only to expand Debtbox, but also expand the way people live and giving back.
It's beautiful. Show you around here real quickly. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. Give you just a tour of where we are at.
Give us a quick 10 seconds of what we're
Beautiful,
looking at.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's absolutely a beautiful thing. It's a blessing to be involved in projects like this. Like I walk around all day, like Lord, it just feels so good. For me, it's an answer to prayer. And I want you all to understand when we talk about wealth building, we're not just throwing that word around. I really want you all to pay attention to this. Like, why even aspire to be wealthy? I'm sure you've prayed for money before, but we need to get beyond just, paycheck to paycheck, dollar to dollar, getting money for the next thing. Where when we talk in church about leaving an inheritance to our children's children, that takes wealth. When we talk about really truly getting the money problem out of the way and leaving a legacy, that takes wealth. Why become wealthy? Well, I believe that the sooner that you get wealth in your life, the longer that you have to enjoy this wealth with the people that you love the most. So for me, it's about the people that I care about. It's about my children and grandchildren and wanting to leave a legacy for them, but also have great experiences now that take resources. When your pastor asks for a $1,000 donation for the building fund, that takes resources. When you've got multiple grandchildren you want to help to send to college, that takes resources. When you want to increase your lifestyle and go first class, that takes resources. When you want to buy a block of abandoned houses and fix it up in your neighborhood, that takes resources. And so here we are in a special place and time. This industry did not exist a little over a decade ago. It didn't exist. But I want you to understand with innovation and technology comes what? Comes opportunity. This is an opportunity that we didn't have some years ago that exists now. And because Tracy said yes to it, she's going to be impacted. Her son is going to be impacted and his children will be impacted. Because I said yes to it, now I've got generations that have already come behind me that are being impacted. I brought my little grandkids books on blockchain for babies and crypto for kids. Like, we ought to be thinking legacy. Don't just be on here like, oh, is this another opportunity to a network market? No, this is not that. This is real wealth building, but with digital assets. Some people build wealth with physical assets like real estate. Some people use assets like art. Some people use both. Maybe you have both of those in your portfolio. Now is the time for all of us to add in our digital assets. It is real. People have become multimillionaires and billionaires in this crypto space. Why not you? Why not now with something real and solid? So as we conclude, guys, I want you to look here. What do you do now? When you get with Tracy, just decide what nodes do you want to participate in. I see Dawn on here. Dawn was like, I always wanted to make money with agriculture. Dawn recently bought this grow node. This is going to now give her daily rewards for over 10 years. These licenses are what we call perpetual. Every day for over 10 years, you're going to be receiving these tokens. The gold node, we've got, oh my gosh, thousands of acres of gold. Watch the video to see the gold concessions. You want to get in on that project. I told you about the aluminum. So much aluminum in the hills, it's going to take 200 years to get it all out. You want this as a part of your portfolio. The scan technology that scans the earth, you want to have this as your portfolio. Oh my goodness, beverage, that's backed up by the $1.8 trillion beverage industry. If there are any of these left, like, you need to get yourself Bev today, because all of these nodes actually, the price goes up as they sell out, and they do sell out as you see here. So there's only a few of the Bev left. These prices have not all been updated. So get with the person who invited you to get the latest price. And Blocks is tokenized real estate, and there are more projects coming. Now, they started just about $2,000 and go up from there. But a person may be saying, well, man, it's going to take me a couple of weeks to move some money around to get 2,000. But there are a lot of people, guys, who start with $10,000, $20,000 worth of nodes. So that's up to you and your situation. But we do have a rental program where all of the rentals are just $250. Now, if you're in the United States, don't start with one. If you're in an emerging market like India or Africa, I can see you just getting one node. But unless you just, for some reason, your money's funny, change is strange, and you got to just like test the water a little bit with just 250, then buy one for just 250. But I would say you want to mass accumulate these tokens, okay? So for example, let's say you bought the aluminum node. The aluminum node right now, I think is giving me about 300 tokens a day. Whether you get the perpetual or whether you get the rental, you're going to be receiving the same amount of tokens per day. But the difference is, if you have the perpetual, you're going to be receiving those tokens every day for over 10 years. If I have the rental, I'm going to be receiving them for a limited amount of time, which is 60 days, which is better than nothing. I get to accumulate these assets for a period of 60 days. And man, that's great. But I'd rather do it for 10 years than 60 days. But get in where you fit in. You can always purchase more. So each node kicks out a different amount of rewards to us each and every day. But it's all about accumulation ruling the nation. Type that in the chat for me. We're almost done here, but type in accumulation rules the nation. I'm going to type it in myself because I want you all to see that this is what it's all about. Remember, I told you, look at where it's showing the total accumulation of the amount of tokens that you have. That is what you want to grow every day. That is what is going to be growing for you every single day. These real world asset-backed cryptos. Every day, you're going to be growing the amount of grow tokens that you own because of the software of the nodes does it automatically. Every day, if you have aluminum, you're going to be receiving more and more aluminum tokens. Every day, if you have XPLR, one of our people in Nigeria team bought this today, you're going to be receiving those tokens. And remember, you can cash them in whenever you're ready. But we always buy low, wait for the appreciation, and sell as that asset increases to a point where if we cash in, we feel like, yeah, I made some really good profit. And that's what it's about, guys. Buying low, selling higher, and building yourself up. What I would like to say is a 7-figure digital asset portfolio. A couple more things. Our parent token that you saw in that video is the debt token. It's already on 6 different exchanges, soon to be Binance this year. If you want to just purchase that token, you can do so. In the next 90 days, we have access to a cryptocurrency MasterCard that actually helps you to spin your tokens. If you want to do that, when you're going into stores, you can just swipe and use it that way. So it makes it easier to redeem, but don't spend too much because this is your wealth, but it's yours. You can do what you want with it. So you'll have that card just to swipe. Now, if I stop there, and I think I'm going to, then just passively, like that's the set it and forget it part. I don't have to tell nobody about this part, and I can build up these assets every single day, not doing anything. So this is for my busy people. This is for my shy people, for my tired of network marketing people. Yeah, like participate in that part. Now, for those of you who are like, man, sharing is caring. I want to share this with some other people. If it works the way that they say, well, what's in it for me if I share this with others? Just know this. There's 4 ways of getting paid here. And we can send you a video that shows you how to be a part of our community and get paid from the compensation plan. But all you have to do, guys, if you want to let me give you my real world example. Never heard of this last June. In the middle of July, I was introduced to this. 5 months later, I was making over $25,000 a month. Why? Because I said yes to the subscription. I got started that night with $160 on my credit card. That's it. All you need today is $160 if you want to take advantage of the sharing part as well as the passive part. I started sharing this with people because I believed in it. And then over time, a short amount of time, my income just started growing because you get money every time you share about the nodes, and people buy nodes, you get bonuses. Every time they get a subscription, you get bonuses. All of the products have volume. You get paid every week from that. So our top earner, Viraj Patil, he's making $1.2 million a month from the compensation plan. It's easy in this system. You refer 3, you got all your money back. And so now you're in the business free. Get 3 and yours is free. We get this weekly pay. I think we've got Jeff on the line. Jeff just hit influencer. That's an extra $1,000 a week. And I know that Tracy hit executive producer. That's an extra $500 a week. And as global influencer, that's an extra $2,000 every single week, $100,000 a year. So it's 4 ways of getting paid, giving us tremendous income. And here's the bottom line, guys. You get to decide, where do you see yourself fitting in? Maybe you're a 1 and you say, man, I just want to keep it passive. That's how Tracy started. That's how I just want to start it, just by keeping it passive. Text in the number 1 to the person who referred you. But if you say, well, wait a minute, why would I not share this with other people and make a little bit of extra money as well? So if you just want to make an extra, $500 to pay off some debt or help you with your car payment or whatever, you can text in the number 2, because you get that passive rewards coming in daily, but you still may want to pick up some money from the compensation plan. And the 3 is for those who say, man, I want some zip code changing income. I like the idea of $250,000 per month that Travis is making, $25,000 a month. Boomy is making $1.2 million per month that Viraj is making. If you can do that, well, why not? You know what? They put on their pants the same way you do. So, I mean, the money's here on the table. And this company is positioning us for getting whatever it is that we want. So if that's you and you want the big money, text in the number 3 to whoever referred you. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about this. Tracy, I'm gonna swing it back to you to answer any questions, but let me be the first to welcome you to the greatest crypto project in the world, IXG and the Debtbox. So with that, Tracy, it's back over to you.
Wow, wow, wow. Can I sign up again? I'm ready.
I wish I could sometimes, right?
I am ready. I don't know why. Every time I hear this information, I just get, it's just mind blowing. It's just, honestly, it just makes sense to me. There's just so many factors that make it make sense because of where we're at right now with the economy, with the banking system, with just a lot of people just needing passive. There's so many people that haven't even gone back to work. They're looking for other ways. They're learning how to trade. They're learning how to do, different businesses, different skill sets. So they're looking for things like this already. So we don't have to sell anybody anything on this call. We don't need to convince you. We're already, as we speak, if you have licenses, we've already made a few dollars, some of us a couple $100 while we were doing this session here. So it really, you always hear people say, it doesn't matter if you get started or if you don't, our pockets are still going to go up, but that doesn't really benefit us as a whole. The goal here is to help everybody elevate. And so we don't want to be the only ones just making money, and building wealth, like she said, for our children and for our families. So there's a few things I want you guys to just really ask yourself. And I had to ask myself this when I saw this information to see if it made sense. I said, Tracy, okay, what do you have right now that's crypto related or any asset, period, that you put your money into that you're making $20 a day, $10 a day, $100 a day? What's bringing you in money every day passively? I want you guys to really ask yourself that, because if it's nothing, then we gave you the solution. That's the only question I had to ask myself. Because if you haven't diversified, if you don't have, like she said, people have real estate, that's one thing, right? But even, you'll see once you get started with us to see how even what we have here is even better than real estate, guys. Less headache, less overhead, less issues. We can show you guys how to build your portfolio so that you can be off in another country somewhere and just, making we don't make any claims, right? But when I heard some of the stories of some of the individuals that were in this company making large amounts of money, right? Every month, 6 figures a month. Of course, it depends on what you decide to do, but that is there. Do you think you'll need a job after that? Do you think your children will need a job after that? And from there, it just keeps growing, right? Because you're able to buy more nodes and more assets that are going to bring you, more revenue. So that's really all I needed to ask myself at that time. I also wanted to know, just like she was mentioning, I'm very big on who's running it. I don't like putting my money into stuff where I can't see the CEO. I did actually get to meet Joe and meet some of the leaders and actually have a one-on-one conversation with people in the Debtbox. You guys have no idea how big this is. And I promise you, I've had people message me this past week and the past few weeks and say, dang, oh, the nodes went up, the price went up. Oh, I should have got started when you said life hit me and so you can always just get the information and like kind of be like, oh, that was great. That was real interesting. But it's not until you do something that your situation is going to change. And that's the reality that I had to say. So that's why 2 years ago, I said, okay, Trey, you got to pick it up. You got to stop just getting information and you got to apply it. You got to put your stuff in your money somewhere where it's passive, where it's going to bring you more money, or you're not going to reach that goal of retiring before. Now I've moved it to 40 because, I'm a little bit off. But the other thing that you want to ask yourself is think about the goals that you have. Think about the job that you're in, the career that you're in. Think about the business that you have, right? Because some of us have businesses, but we're the only person, like really, entrepreneurship, they glorify that and it's harder than it looks, right? And some of us are just the only person in our business. So we're still working, we're still employed, we're just employed for ourselves. Do you have an exit plan for that? I know a lot of people don't. They don't have an exit plan. They don't have, because if you're not working in your business or have leveraged yourself to where you're not having to oversee anything or do any work, then that's not leveraged, right? So how are you going to get out of that situation? I had a physician, an internal medicine doctor call me. He's actually in the Debtbox. So don't think that anybody who's already has money or, have a high, class job or won't be interested in this, everyone, doctors, lawyers, because why? They got to retire too. If he doesn't see patients, he's not getting paid, right? So just think about your situation and what you have. And if you haven't diversified in the crypto space, where it's creating so many wealthy people, because that's where we're going, whether you believe it or not, then you have literally found the best opportunity to take advantage of. So I don't do any convincing here. I'm an educator. I want you guys to understand the facts. And I want you guys to not leave here with any lingering questions. So go ahead and ask your questions. I think I answered a few of them in the chat as she was talking. So when did this start? How long has it been? So Tim says, when did this start? So this is his 3rd year. All right, we're about to hit the 3rd year for IX Global. Boomy, remind me, because the Debtbox partnership, was that a year ago? I know we came to the United States last June or July. They launched here in the United States.
So we're just shy of a year.
Okay,
I think in April,
with the Debtbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But IX Global's been around doing their thing on the financial education side for going on their 3rd year. Yes, Javon said, yes, my kids will need a job. I understand the cash flow nodes can create. I experience this with Strong Block. I like the sound of this. How often do these presentations happen? Okay, Jose, we do them pretty much every day. Just different people do them. So get back with, I don't know if who referred you, but get back with them as soon as possible so they can let you know what the next one is. But let us know what question you have so we can clarify that for you if you have anything that you're not understand. Okay, Sylvia, so glad she got nodes. Let's go. All right, awesome. Yeah, we're all accumulating more and more and more. It's almost addicting, like you can't get enough. Tanya says she owns 12 perpetuals and getting more soon. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, anybody have any questions?
How much is each node, or is there a price for each node?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every node is different. I think when she was on that screen, I don't know if she wants to share it, but I think the cheapest one right now is for the perpetual is 2,000, which is the gold project. And then they go up from there. I think the range is about 2,000 to, what's the highest one? 3,000, 3,500?
Yeah, right now I think it's 3,500.
3,500. Okay. So I'll just say this when it comes to the price, guys. if you have money, I'm not an advisor. I'm a tax person, but I'm not, and I do insurance stuff, but I'm not an advisor. But I understand money, right? So if you have money in the bank, let's say you have a savings where I'm not telling you use your savings, use your 401, but just think about where your money's at. And if it's sitting somewhere where it's not making you money daily, as I mentioned before, then that's an opportunity that you can look at, right? So that's what I, that's what I had to think about, where did I want my money? And I wanted it making more money. So it just depends on what you're working with. You come in with whatever you are comfortable with. That's not going to over risk, over leverage. We never tell you to spend your bill money or anything like that. But yeah, the licenses are different costs, but I'll just let you know that they go up. And so people, like I said, come back to me and they'll come back and the license is either sold out and or the price has gone up to where they're like, oh, that's too much for me. So what I want you guys to do is get your questions answered. Okay. Ask me the question. You'll get an email if you haven't already got one. Everybody that registered for this call is going to email you. It's going to give you my cell phone number. And what I want you to do, whether you are interested or not, text me back or email me back and let me know if you don't want to ask the questions here, let me know what your questions are, because if you get educated and you understand what this is, then the light bulb will go off and you won't miss the opportunity. And if you do get the information and you're like, oh no, this really isn't for me, then great, then we've done our job. So please respond or text me. I'll give you the number. It's 443-224-5406. If someone else invited you here, great. I will make sure that I still answer your questions and I'll make sure you get back to them, or I can help you sign up and get their link so we can get you started with them. Okay. So either way, please just let us know what questions you have so that we can help you make an informed decision of if it's for you or not, so you don't miss out. But those licenses do sell out, and we're not talking about months, sometimes days, weeks, they'll be gone and they don't come back. So when you say rental, oh, okay, she answered. You rented for, yes. So the rentals, you rent for 60 days, whatever token you accumulate during that time, you can just drop it into your private wallet and you can hold it there. Now, every token has a certain market value. So that value can go up or down. And so whatever, like if you have 1 million NatG token, right? And it's priced at 0.0001 right now, you'll have a dollar value that is attached to that right now. So let's say it's $50. You can cash that out, if you want, but most people are holding on to it to wait for the upside, growth of those tokens. So that same 1 million token can be worth, 500, 1,000, 5,000 later down the line as the project develops. So my phone number is 443. Karen wanted the number, 443-224-5406. 443-224-5406. And you'll get an email as well. But in case you hadn't registered to get that, that's it. Please text me, because tomorrow, actually, those of you that are still on tomorrow, thank you. Tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to open up this Zoom. If you're on here and you want to hop on so I can walk you through getting started, or if you have some questions that you want to ask privately, do that. I will show you my wallet. I will show you how it works. I will show you the steps to get started, which would be you have to get an IX Global membership first. So we'll show you how to do that. Thank you, Jose. I got you. Yeah, you guys know, I had people hit me up and they were like, Tracy, what are you doing? Like old trading partners and things like that. I know if you're doing it, I can trust you. I trust you, right? Because I don't sign up in things that are just pie in the sky. I'm very serious about what I do. And I want people to understand and be able to take advantage. And I'm going to be here to support you, not just on the node side, but I love to help people who are tapping into the trading side as well. So you'll have my support in that. So that's about it. If you have my number, you can't save it and give you the information. If you see me posting online that what we doing, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear it. Y'all know. So we're doing our job. We're getting it out there. And so get back with the person that referred you and let them know. Or you can message me if you want to hop on with me, and I'll make sure you get their link. I'm here for the growth. And that's about it. But yeah, you can hop back on if you want to just kind of sneak back on this link tomorrow at 7:30. I'm gonna hop on. I'm gonna open up the link and I'm gonna see who hops in here. And if you guys have questions, you can pop your questions and I can show you some things, walk you through. I'm very visual. So when I do my walkthroughs after this, I like to show y'all the back office and if you want to see the wallet and all that good stuff. Because that's what did it for me. Boomy, you remember?
Yep.
Yes, Boomy, Pam, like I told you, Pam and me and Pam were both scared. She was like, I think I'm gonna do it. So I said, well, we're gonna do it under Boomy. So Boomy hopped on and showed us her wallet. It was it. I mean, I was already getting ready to do it, but I like to see things. So I wanted to see the wallet and I'm like, oh, that's how that works. In that sense, she just showed us a few things, 5 minutes, and we were signing up. So that's how I like to do it. Hop on tomorrow, 7:30. And I can show you some things and really answer your questions if you don't want to ask them here. And we good. So enjoy your Saturday. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Oh, enjoy your Saturday. I forgot what day it was. Enjoy your Saturday. Hit me up. And I'll message you the link to walk you guys through getting started. If you're ready to get started today, let me know. And I'll text you that link back. All right. Thank you so much, Boomy.
All right. Thank you, Tracy. Have a great afternoon,
Yes.
everyone. Tracy is an amazing leader. You're going to love being on her team. So we'll see you. In fact, if I were you, I would like get in touch with her today. Don't wait until tomorrow.
Today. I'm ready. I'm ready. Whoever texts me, I'm sending you back the link with the instructions.
So welcome
Right.
to the team.
Get
I love
Yep.
you all.
Yep.
Have a great
Welcome
day.
you all and
Bye-bye.
take care. You're welcome, Michelle. Take care, you all.